of your time because you're gonna want to hear this. What CSRQ-SM will mean for your life and the future. CSRQ-SM social management software is the program that will be used worldwide by select governmental and banking institutions when the financial reset occurs. The financial reset will be a complete restructuring of the current system and eliminating all existing fiat currencies overnight. The CSRQ-SM software will intercept all banking transactions, all credit and debit card transactions, and all known financial transactions over a period of 3 to 5 days once the system is activated. The currency planned to be used is known as USDR. For those with a Japanese bank account, for example, their yen will be converted to USDR overnight. Nearly all countries on Earth will use the new system. The software is designed to process all financial transactions centrally and issue social credit scores for all users. When the conversion takes place, you will see new information when you log into your bank account, including screens indicating your social credit score. The score will operate on a scale of 1 to 1,000, with 1,000 being the highest score achievable and 1 being the lowest. No bank account shall contain more than 1,000 in USDR at any time for Class C accounts, which includes 99% of the world. Class C accounts will receive 1,000 USDR once at the beginning of each month. Separate accounts known as Class S accounts are reserved for government leaders and the highest echelons of the rich and elites of the world. Class S accounts can contain unlimited USDR funds and have additional privileges. Everyone must immediately comply with the new system. Those who resist, those who protest or complain online will receive immediate fines and deductions to their score and account. It's expected in the first month about 20% of the human population will have their accounts reduced to nearly zero due to the bad behavior, but that by the second month this behavior will be corrected. According to the documentation for the software, once people realize they can't have more than $1,000 and can easily lose it with unapproved behavior, they will change the behavior and comply. Each class within the CSRQ-SM software app has specific parameters. Each class contains dozens of metrics and variables. Above me is an example. C, common class, amount of accounts, 7.1 billion or 95.5% of humans. C, vaccination required, yes. Booster shots, yes. You have to have 2 or more. Asset limitations, yes. No greater than 5,000. Carbon score, yes. Restricts travel and food consumption. 1 is lowest and best. 500 is highest and worst. S, sovereign class. Amount of accounts, 7 to 8 million or 1% of humans. No requirements. Restricted amount of accounts, 250 million or 3.36% of humans. Look at the requirements. Pause and read. Q, quarantine. Amount of accounts, 75 million or 1% of humans. Look at those requirements. Pause and
Shalom.
give me 3 minutes of your time.
First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors into the apostles, elders, a great millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. It was in this gospel, bro, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is a quick lesson through the Spirit. This is what I was going into on my transit early this morning about the digital interface and the social credit systems that they're conjuring up. Okay, and we've been saying it, and we've been saying it for a while, that they were going to introduce a social credit score for people in case they decide to get out of hand and oppose the NWO, which is another step towards the MOTB, which is known as the you know what, the MOTB, the chip, you know what we affectionately call it. But yeah, man, Esau is coming down with great wrath. Okay, and we believe in December sometime, Lord's will, they mandated the digital infrastructure or the digital assets, which will eventually contain the microchip. This will be a reality for us, for everybody, for the entire world, because the scriptures say that the entire world will be led into the hour of temptation, but those that serve the Lord will escape it. So yeah, brothers, man, this is the video I was referring to earlier. It's quite interesting. She stated within 3 to 5 days, because as I mentioned earlier, I believe India, man, they had like 4 hours, and then it pretty much converged over to digital currencies. Okay, because you got the CDBC, central banking digital currency, CBDC. Okay, digital currency, which is basically a digital dollar wallet that they was trying to get every American to get, I believe, the beginning of last year. when we was in the midst of the situation that kicked off in 2020. But now you're seeing it play right before your eyes, man. And this is going to affect a lot of people, okay? This is going to affect a lot of people. And she made a very important statement and stated that within the first month or two, people are going to oppose the system, but they're going to quickly redact on their actions because they're going to pretty much take people for what they have. And knowing the American people, you can bribe them with material things because this is a very narcissistic setup, okay? The people here are complete narcissists, and they thrive on material possessions, material belongings, okay? This is what they strive for. This is what they go and slave for at work, okay? This is what they get up and they shoot each other down, you know, they beat each other up over a bunch of nonsense, you know? But hey, Yahweh Shai is getting ready to bring your judgments before you. Why? Because, hey, you people, hey, you've been warned, you see? And like I said, this is going to be that MOTB system that they're going to implement sooner than later, okay? Because, hey, once again, Revelation 12:12, the devil knoweth he have but a short time, so he's coming down with great wrath. And what are the chances that we have the blowing of memorial of trumpets tonight at evening, which is a new moon Shabbat, okay? It's called the Feast of Trumpets. Basically, when you go to Leviticus, I believe the 25th chapter, also I believe is in the book of Numbers as well, where basically the Lord had us to blow certain trumpets to, you know, because we prevailed over our enemies in the time of war, okay? And the main trumpet that we're blowing now is the coming kingdom of heaven and the downfall of this man's system, which this plays a pivotal role in his downfall because, once again, this is one of the final prophecies, okay? And hey, when people start getting scrutinized, when they start getting ridiculed, when these people are getting jacked up and thrown in prison because they're speaking against this society, they're going to think twice before they speak out against this system because they're going to want to live. They're going to want to eat. You know, they're going to want to go to work. They're going to want to have apartments. You know, they're going to have lofts. They're going to drive the most expensive cars, etc. And like I said, material possessions is what keeps people in line. Okay. And it's going to be interesting how it's going to play out. But then again, you're going to have those of the people that's not going to play ball with the system. And they already know what's in game. Like a lot of these patriotic devils, a lot of them already know that America is not going to come back. It's not going to bounce back to what it once was. It's not going to bounce back, and they know that. So therefore, they're going to put on a whole method of, look, man, we're willing to die for what we believe in. Okay, so you're going to have a civil war in this country, and this could be one of the main events that sparks civil war. Okay, because clearly there's a division here in Babylon. Okay, and clearly this is an unrighteous decree. You know, once again, Klaus Schwab said, hey, you will own nothing and be happy about it. So here we go. We are looking at it right now. And hey, call Allah Yahweh Shai. Hey, the Lord is getting ready to speed the downfall of this place up. So this is actually good news to the men of the Lord. Okay, very exciting news. Closer. Okay, so I got a couple of precepts here. This is the book of Isaiah, 10th chapter, first verse. It says, woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees. Okay, what is an unrighteous decree? It's a law. Okay, something that's mandated, something that's written into law. And these devils, they've been writing laws, you know, and changing laws since they've been in power. Okay, they have laws and mandates that's on the books that didn't even go before Congress. Okay, because technically speaking, the people are the ones that's supposed to vote on the laws and amendments and what's benefit for the people, especially if this is a so-called democracy, which means people's rule. But clearly, this is not a democracy, man. It's more like a technocratic dictatorship, okay? Because this is a technocracy, because we're in the fourth industrial revolution, which deals with smart cities, okay? Technology, like I was kind of skimming through an article today. 5G and T-Mobile is going to start linking up your phones to Starlight, which is a satellite, man, that Esau has pretty much put millions of dollars in, and that he's going to be able to track everything you do through via satellite. So that was the whole purpose of 5G, which is a perfect complementary gift that goes along with the MOTB, because they're linking everything up. Like when you look at the World Wide Web, everything is connected. It's like, think of a web. Okay, when you think of a web is something that's connected. Everything is knitted together. So with the World Wide Web and the Internet of Things and the MOTB, and then you got this credit-based score system, CBDC, it all links up to a complete database that you're going to be part of. Okay, your jobs, your life, your health insurance, your your money. Okay, basically it's a downloading social. It's basically a digital social security card. You know, and people say, well, why do they need to do that when we got social security numbers? Well, that's easy. They say people steal identity every day. So in order for people to stop losing their identity, X, Y, and Z, they gonna sell this technology to you. Like they're advertising that video that we shown in Tesla, that Edomite basically getting the UDIG in his hand and basically starting and unlocking his car and linking it up to his Tesla mainframe. Basically, man, what happens was they was advertising that on CNN. And if they advertise that on CNN, then you already know what comes next. So that's what they're shooting for. And like I said, by next year, that MOTB can very well be here. Okay, it wouldn't surprise me if Esau came up with some type of foist or some type of heist. Okay, and I say it that way because we know that the algorithms are going crazy these days. But Esau could come up with some type of plan to shut everything down just to push that. And he can get people so shook in his spirit to the point they're going to comply to this NWO. Okay, and if they don't comply, he's going to force them to comply through bloodshed. Because it is going to get physical, man. Okay, because he already knows he's going to have enough resistance through people that opposes him. So therefore, he has to come up with a scenario to detain people and to scare the shit out of them. Okay, which means life or death. Okay, it says here that right grievousness which they have prescribed to turn aside the needy from judgment. The needy is the Hebrew Israelites. That's our people. Okay, we're the ones that's in need. Okay, we the ones that's in need of our power. Okay, we're the ones that's in the land that's totally oppressive to our nature. Okay, you're getting raped, robbed, murdered. Okay, black woman is getting the shit beat out of her finally. You know, the judgment is coming down on Eve too. You know, she just too stupid and dumb to realize it. But hey, the Lord is getting ready to stir up the pot of anger here, man. All right, it says here to take away the right from the poor of my people. And what's the right? Us to worship our power, to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. You know, to live as sovereigns. That's our right to be sovereign. We're not supposed to be under any other nation. Okay, we should have freedom, free to reign, free to, navigate the earth, free to live, free to own businesses without any type of hardship coming to us. But that's not the case with this so-called white man, because the only thing he knows is oppression. Okay, and it says here that widows may be their prey, that they may rob the fatherless. And who's the fatherless? Our people. You got broken homes, single homes, okay? And on top of that, the Most High Yahweh is not dealing with us right now, okay? We're dealing with, Yahweh Shai is dealing with us, but the Most High, he's not technically dealing with us yet. Not until we come into our perfect glory, all right? But it says here, and what will ye do in the day of visitation and the desolation which should come from afar? And to whom will ye flee for help? And where will ye leave your glory? Okay? So that's the point, man. So, yeah. This technocracy is gonna get real soon. But hey, matter of fact, let's go from here to the book of Revelation, okay? Because this is very interesting, man. Because a lot of you Christians, you seem to think that you're gonna be pre-tribulation raptured out of here, but that's a joke. Okay, there's no such thing as a pre-tribulation rapture. Because check this out. What the hell? Check this out. This is Revelation 3. And I'm going to start at verses 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my temptation, I will also keep thee. Salakia, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which should come upon the whole world. It says the whole world. Okay, so let's see what this world means in the Greek. It should be oikoumene, but we'll see, because Esau, the blue letter goes off at times, but it should be oikoumene. Yep, oikoumene. Which means the inhabited earth, everybody. Okay, so yep, the universe, the world, the inhabitants of the earth, men. So everybody's going to be tested with this particular device, and everybody's going to be put in some type of social credit system in order to control the information that goes out. Because Esau, he needs to be able to control the narrative, and the problem is the narrative have gotten away from him. Okay, he can't control the narrative because you have a lot of people that's speaking out against his system on the internet, okay, and it's nothing he can do about it. So therefore, he has to basically take people down by force, okay, because his narrative is getting weak, and people are realizing, like, wait a minute, you're the problem that the earth, you're the problem, okay, and the solution that the earth needs is you to be casted out and to be done away with. And people, even his own people, are stating that, well, look, the world would be a better place without the Caucasian male. And I couldn't agree more with that, okay? Because, as a matter of fact, this is an article here I found. It says, a glimpse of the future without so-called white people. Okay, a glimpse. It said a glimpse of a future without white people. Okay, and that's gonna be the kingdom, man. Because hey, when Esau was totally done away with, it's like the scripture says he's gonna be washed away as a dream. So it's gonna be no more oppression. Okay, we're not gonna oppress you heathens after 1,000 years. Now 1,000 years in bondage, we're gonna oppress the shit out you. But after you get out of your captivities, because we're just, hey, you're gonna live your lives. You're gonna prosper. You're gonna do what you need to do. But at the same time, you're gonna still be men and mortal men and women. You're gonna be subjected to sin. So therefore, when you break the law, we're gonna come and tax that ass. We're gonna come and do. We're gonna basically deal with you according to the law. Depending on the particular sin, if you commit adultery with another man's wife and you're a heathen, then hey, you're gonna be put to death. Okay, we're gonna really exercise the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay, so in our higher courts, man, hey, you heathens, you're gonna have to get it together, because hey, shit, hey, the Lord, he's just. All right. So anyway, let's go from here to the book of Psalms. Psalms 10. Because this is going to affect his own people too, okay? So this is the book of Psalms 10 and 2. It says, the wicked in his pride doth persecuted the poor, but let them be taken in the devices which they have imagined, okay? And this is an imagination of their thoughts, because they're implementing it. Like the scriptures say, the power is in their hand, and in the morning they practice it. Why? Because the power is in their hand. That's Micah 2. And I'm going to start at verses 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity, okay, and work evil upon their beds, okay? Now, going back to what this lady was talking about, this Edomite woman, hey, this is basically evilness. This is iniquity. And iniquity is sin on top of sin, okay? That's what iniquity means. And basically, man, they trying to enslave the whole world under this social credit system. Because like I said, if you get out of line, then they're just going to deduct from your social credit score. Just like if you have a poor credit score, today you need what they call a cosigner, or you may just get outright denied the purchase. Okay, when America was somewhat doing good, you had a low credit score, hey, they were quick to turn your ass around. Now they're offering extra credit amenities, like basically you're paying for a credit approval, so to speak, you know, in order to get what you need. So that could be an extra $1,000, a couple of $100, because they need money. They need people to continue to spend this money in this social credit system to keep it going. Because if they just outright denied everybody, then they wouldn't make any money. Okay, so that's the reason why they're allowing people with bad credit to buy homes now. Because technically everybody in America pretty much have bad credit. Okay, even the ones that's doing relatively well with credit scores, they're still defaulting. Therefore, it's a 4% chance, according to Esau statistics, that people are defaulting on car loans, home loans, okay, all sorts of loans, bank loans. You know, like they had what they call the Sallie Mae Fund before the Great Recession took place in 2008. Okay, you had what they call Sallie Mae loans. A lot of times people that was getting grants and shit from college and so forth, or the military, it was coming from the Sallie Mae Fund, and they'll fund you, you know, but you had to pay it back with exceptional interest. But now that's done away with. So now they're allowing people in these home buyer programs to pretty much establish a line of credit so they can keep the scam going. Okay, and that's what a lot of you simple ass jakes don't get. Man, I bought my first house, man, I'm good. Nah, nigga, they putting you in a trick bag, okay, because they need to make money off you. Because if they don't make no money off you, which is the consumer, okay, then hey, it ain't no good for them, you see. But anyway, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. It says, when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. Why? Because they have judges, they have court systems, they have judicial systems, legislative systems, executive systems in play in order to push these unrighteous decrees, as we read in the book of Isaiah, the 10th chapter. Okay, so this is the reason why they're able to get away with this shit, because their system is corrupted. Okay, there's no righteousness here, like the Lord said, because the law is slack, therefore it is fully set for them to do evil. Okay, unrighteous judgment doth go forth because the law is completely slack. Nobody's pushing the law, statutes, and commandments here outside of the prophets of the Lord, okay, and a hopeful elect. We're the only ones that's pushing the prophecies in the law, statutes, and commandments. These other bummerides out here, they ain't pushing a goddamn thing, man. Why? Because, hey, they ain't got the Spirit of the Lord on them. You see? And it says, and they covet fields and take them by violence in houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage, right? And this is exactly what they're doing. They're basically trying to stop us from being who the hell we're destined to be. This is Esau's final attempt to grab the kingdom from Jake, okay? He's like, well, the Lord ain't gonna give it to me, so therefore I'm gonna do it myself. Basically, he's trying to snatch the kingdom from Yahweh Shai and give it to himself and not even his whole race of people. Okay, he's so selfish to the point he's not even looking out for his own people, because his own millions are gonna be pretty much caught up in this rat race, man, as they already are. Because the typical cracker, the typical Edomite is losing horribly. Okay, they right on the slave fields with Jake, man. Like, we was out there busting our ass today, and Esau was out there busting ass right along with us, man. Out there getting it. I'm like, damn. You know, Esau out there hot and shit, man. You know, you got one guy, he's spraying sunscreen on his head. I'm like, these people are fucking through, man. You know? So, yeah, brothers, it's getting ready to get very surreal. I just lost my train of... Oh, here we go. Psalms. Let me start. 140 and 20. No, that's not it. Psalms 141. I think it's Psalms 1. I always forget what his precept is at. Always. Shit. Frameth mischief by law. I think that's Psalms 121. Frameth. Yep, Psalms 94 and 20. Oh, way off. Yep, so this is the book of Psalms 94, and I'm going to start at 20. It says, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? We ain't supposed to be dealing with that. So when they come with the social credit system, when they come with the MOTB, we got to not deal with that. We supposed to look at that and scoff at it, man. Even if it means we getting put in prison, they threaten us into death, threaten to take away our families. We supposed to stand firm for what we believe in. And that's the time we coming into, brothers. And this is the important part. This is why you got to really be grounded and rooted about what you're involved in, man. And I noticed a lot of brothers have been taking heavy losses this year. Like, this has been a weird fucking year by far. Like, every brother I know seriously has taken a major L this year. And it's not even an L. It's really a one-up in the spirit, but it's an L according to the flesh, so to speak, because the Lord is taking shit from us. You know, he's getting us in that mindset of getting ready to totally succeed from this place. And I see why the Lord is taxing brothers with things, you know. Brothers' cars need repair, you know, thousands of dollars. So something you thought was going to be cheap, you know, all types of stuff. It's brothers are downsizing on homes. It's crazy, you know, but we're coming into those times. The Lord is slowly taking this shit from us. So by the time it comes, we already be in the mindset like, look, you can have it all. Okay, so try not to get so bent out of shape when things that you're buying is not coming through, or things that you have is seem to be faltering. Try not to look at it as a bad thing. Yeah, it can be irritating to the flesh because, you know, Jake like to be comfortable, and, you know, we're men of pristine, so to speak. We like nice things, but shit, we getting ready to inherit life. So let Esau take his shit back, because it's getting ready to be melted anyway. All right. And it says here, they gather themselves together against the sword of the righteous. That's what this is all about. Okay. And condemn the innocent blood. Okay. But it says, but the Lord is my defense, and my power is the rock of my refuge. Okay. So, hey, we ain't got shit to worry about. Okay. Yeah, it's going to get uncomfortable. Yeah, you know, you're getting threatened. People going to look at you weird. But, hey, you know, you got to chalk that up to the game. Okay. You got to have thick skin and really have a mindset armed on making it through this thing, man. Okay, and it says, and shall bring upon them their own iniquity. That new world order is going to fail. Okay, brothers, it ain't nothing to be afraid of, because the scriptures already told you he's going to fail. It's not going to work. Okay, Esau is going to get who he needs to get. But, hey, you up the elect, hey, you know that the NWO is not going to make it. So there's no point of giving up or selling out. It's just, it's not simple, but it's just that simple. It's just a thought. Okay, well, the Lord said he's going to destroy it anyway. So I just need to hold out. I need to stand firm for what I believe in, because regardless of what they do to me, he's still going to lose. So you lose, man, regardless. And he knows he's done. But this is just prophecy being fulfilled. And it says, and shall bring upon them their own iniquity, and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Yea, the Lord our power should cut them off. Okay, so, hey, he's going to be cut off, brothers. This whole MOTB mass chipping it. Look, bro, it's not gonna be successful. Yeah, he's gonna attempt to do it. He's gonna threat. He's gonna kick in doors. He's gonna kill a lot of people. But hey, brothers, we got the Lord. We ain't gotta worry about that, man. And even if you do be a martyr, then that's just your lot and deal with it. But I guarantee you, brothers ain't gonna catch half the hell as these people getting ready to catch. Okay, because like, hey, Esau may have favor to you when you in a concentration camp. He might not even want to behead you. Like I always gave the analogy that they could be coming to get you out of your cell. It could be two guards, and then hey, one guard take you this way, but like, look, I got him. I'm gonna take him here, and then hey, it may be an angel. He may let you out the back door of the prison and say, just go, run, get out. It happened to Paul. It happened to Peter. Okay, Peter and John. So I mean, it can happen for us as well, if you believe that. Okay, but like I said, if you become a martyr, you ain't gonna suffer as bad as these people. I refuse to believe that brothers catch all this hell and then they just overly get fucked up unbearably versus these people. The story don't end like that for us. Okay, we've had our moments of being tortured and fucked up, being cut up and beheaded and stoned, ate alive, scalped, burnt alive. We've went through that shit already. Very few of us are going to go through that on this side. Some will, okay? But overall, hey, brothers, compared to the 2/3, hey, you ain't got nothing to worry about. All right? But I'm going to end it there, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And with that, shalom and a baba ball.